Hello there beautiful people, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Rose Shiwever. I'm a Namibian YouTuber and I'm currently living in China. So I have a quite experience from China, living in China and all that. So today we are talking about teaching in China, salary, pros and cons, and the actual truth that no one tells you about. But anyways, I hope this video will be as helpful as possible. And please don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel if you haven't. Like and comment and say, I wanted to say but share. Like, comment and share with your friends if your friends are looking for jobs, teaching jobs in China. I mean, this video will be helpful. It will be helpful, you know. But anyways, we're gonna talk about all that. So what are those like things that you need to know when you are going to be teaching in China? Firstly, like, to be an English teacher, know that the companies are mostly looking for native speakers, or they are looking for white people, or they are looking for lighter skinned people. You know, those are the first key points that you need to remember when you are going to be thinking of teaching English in China. But I can say a but. People like us who are not so light still stand a chance, as long as your accent is sounding a little bit closer to British and American. But that's not gonna just also limit you if you don't have such accent. It's not accent or whatever. If you don't have that, it's not gonna really like also stop your chance to become an English teacher in China, because as long as you can produce and impress the employer, I'm sure you stand a chance to be an English teacher in China. That's the first point. Secondly, I know some of us could be lazy when we're applying for jobs. So you need to make sure that when you are applying for a teaching job, you give it your best shot. And when you get that job, make sure that you keep it, impress these people. Do not be late. I know how many times I've been late to work. Like, don't be that person who goes late and just gives your bad impression, because guys, times are tough, and your one very best shot is the one best shot that you want to keep forever. You want to get employed somewhere and stay for 2 years or 3 years, because you create reputation. And even when you're leaving these people, they will be like, oh, Rosie is going, but she's irreplaceable. You want to live at a place with people feeling like you are irreplaceable, even though we know that you can be replaced anytime in China. You know what I mean? But of course, your behavior should be on top when you are going to then start teaching. And when you are applying, you should definitely give good material, make your CV, revamp your CV, make sure your CV is very accurate, and also your video should be on point. And the third point is, I already mentioned that even though you're not a native speaker, you still stand a very big chance to be employed as an English teacher. So just bring your A game to the table and you will be hired. Fourthly, you don't need to get a degree to get started teaching in China. You don't really need to have a teaching degree to get started teaching English in China, because you know what, I feel teaching English is just a skill and an art that you can master. So you don't have to worry if you don't have an English teaching degree to start off. You just need to gain your experience and like nurture your art in teaching. Then otherwise you will be good to go. And of course, when you are going to be teaching English in China, be ready to jump, be ready to be friends to these children, be ready to be sister or brother to these children, because be ready to be exciting all the time when you are in the classroom environment, because this is very important. Just bring the best energy that you can possibly bring on the table, because that way the children will like you. You want the children to like you until when they go home, they are talking about you. They'll be talking about like, Teacher Mike is so cute, Teacher Mike is so friendly, Teacher Mike can teach English very well. You want to be that Teacher Mike who is bringing the best energy to the table, because you don't want the children to go home and then they are gossiping, talking about you to their parents, and then they are like, Teacher Mike is not so friendly, Teacher Mike is stinky, Teacher Mike, I don't know what is happening to Teacher Mike, what. You want to bring the best on the table, because firstly, children are the ones that decide whether you are going to be their teacher or not. What do I mean by that? The students themselves, they'll go and tell their parents like, oh, that teacher is so fun, that teacher is so friendly. So you want to bring that on the table, because that's the way you will be hired, if I may say. And also the salary, when it comes to salary, it differs from country, your experience, and Yes, and what are your skills? What else do you bring on your table? You know, so those factors all affect the salary. But I can tell you for sure that you can be paid as little as like from 50 yuan per hour to 500 yuan per hour. Do you know what I mean? So there was a time that I was employed and I was getting paid 70 yuan per hour, guys. And I was paid 70 yuan per hour. And when I was teaching one-on-one, and then when I found out from the students, I started snitching on the employer. I started snitching on the employer by asking the students, how much do you actually pay for this class? And the student told me, I pay 400 for 1 hour to be taught by you. But I was getting 70 yuan for 1 hour. And I'm like, oh, yay, 70 yuan. No, I'm quitting this job, because the person was not really bringing value to my life and as an employer. And secondly, like 70 yuan from 400, the student is giving you 400 and you're giving me 70 yuan. I know employers have so many responsibility, but no, because the standard price, like most of the teachers in China are being paid, let's say like 150 yuan. From 150 yuan upward, I think that would be the best. But you can negotiate for 200, you can negotiate for 300, you can negotiate for 400, you can negotiate for 500. And yes, and the highest, can I say the highest I've been paid? But anyways, that could be for another video. If you want to know how much the highest amount that I was paid for 1 hour, you let me know in the comment section and then I'll make another video. But anyways, yeah, but you can be paid as much as you can. And some companies, some companies will give you some funny deals. They might give you a number of hours that you need to work and an amount of money that you can get. But you just need to know to calculate, if you're gonna get this amount of money in these hours, how much are you actually being paid per hour? Because you don't want to be underpaid. Because the moment you find out that you're being underpaid is the moment I know you'll be running, and you don't want to be running between jobs. And also you need to bring on your negotiation skills to the table, because you want to be able to negotiate for yourself, guys. Negotiate. Be that person. Say, okay, but I am having this, I've experienced, I have this, I can do this and I can do this, so can you please pay me this amount of money? If the person doesn't want to pay you that amount of money, look somewhere else, start applying somewhere else, and surely you can get the job that you deserve. And let me tell you that us dark people's skin, we can be paid less than white people. Just know that. But of course, if you know now this, when you're negotiating, you need just to say, I want this amount of money, and that's what you should be standing for. You don't really have to put yourself low because you are dark, or you are darker, or something like that, or you're not from a native speaker. As long as you can do the job, surely you can also negotiate for a high amount. And guys, teaching will be fun when you are like, these students will be cute. Chinese cute children are so cute, guys. I'm tempted to get a Chinese baby. But Chinese children are so cute, and I'm sure teaching will be fun for you as well. I don't know, it depends on also what is your attitude like, because some people don't like Chinese children. They be like, I don't want, these children are just too much, because they can be really demanding. They can be definitely demanding, and children in China are not as disciplined as, let's say, from Africa. We African children, we are whooped, we have been whipped, and we have so much discipline in us. But I can say some Chinese children can sometimes not be so much disciplined. But of course, I'm not saying they are all like that, but I can say that they can be demanding but still fun to be around. And be ready to smile when you are teaching. Be smiling. Yo guys, the way you be smiling like the whole day, like I mean, you need to be ready to smile when you're coming to classroom, because that way the children will, you want the children to like you forever, you know. Yes, be ready to smile when you are in the classroom. And also be ready to get bad comments from students, like especially about your skin, about your hair. The other day my students were like, teacher, your hair is so ugly. I got offended, but I'm just like, you know what, we move anyways, we move, you know. But yeah, be ready for all those bad comments. They don't take them to heart. I think you can just try to educate your students and see what is the best way to make them understand that you are human and different. You are human, different but human, you know what I mean? So yeah. And be ready, of course, for your colleagues to talk about you. If you're like working in a place where it's a very big office and stuff like that, be ready for your colleagues to always be admiring your big ass, or your cute face, or your cute hair, or your colleagues asking you like, whoa, your hair today is looking like this, your hair today is looking like a butterfly, your hair today is looking like a parrot, you are looking like a something, you know, you should be ready for all those things. For me, I really don't take them to heart. I just be like, okay, I'm trying to educate you as much as possible that this is who I am. I'm different but human, so be ready for all those things. And also, guys, I feel, okay, the number 13 is some jobs are fair, some jobs are really not fair. So you just need to make sure that jobs can be fair and not fair. I think this is not only about teaching, but anywhere in the world, some jobs, some employers are fair, some others are not fair. You just need to find the best way that you can protect yourself, be safe, and also be able to execute the job very, very well. And what else that I'm missing that I have not mentioned? I think that's all I have to talk about teaching in China. So if you have any comment, you can let me know in the comment section. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel, like and share with your friends. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Do let me know in the comment section what do you think. What other tips do you have for people who are aspiring to teach and who are just starting off to teach in English in China and stuff like that. Until my next video, guys, stay humble, stay positive, and work hard towards your goals. Bye.